Inside the 1.5 billion Kenyan shillings equity bank heist, Realtors, rogue staff, and a web of deceit. July 2025. In one of Kenya's most audacious financial crimes to date, Equity Bank has found itself at the center of a scandal involving the disappearance of over 1.5 billion Kenyan shillings. What began as a discreet internal audit quickly escalated into a full-scale criminal investigation, exposing a network of former real estate agents, bank insiders, and alleged cover-ups that have shaken public confidence in the nation's banking sector. A heist unlike any other. The story broke when inconsistencies in high-value internal transactions triggered red flags within the bank's financial systems. Initially treated as an isolated irregularity, the scope of the theft soon widened, prompting the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, to step in. What investigators uncovered pointed to an elaborate scheme involving both external actors and Equity Bank employees with privileged access. Among the key suspects are former realtors who allegedly provided a crucial bridge between illicit transactions and legitimate business fronts. Their expertise in property and finance may have played a role in laundering the stolen funds through various real estate ventures. Rogue employees and internal breach. What makes this case particularly alarming is the reported involvement of rogue bank staff. Sources close to the investigation suggest that several employees at various levels of the bank participated in orchestrating and concealing the theft. These insiders allegedly manipulated account systems, bypassed security protocols, and enabled unauthorized fund movements over a sustained period. This breach has spotlighted vulnerabilities in the bank's internal control systems and raised questions about the efficacy of compliance frameworks in Kenya's banking sector. Allegations of a cover-up. Adding a darker twist to the saga are accusations of a cover-up by some senior officials within Equity Bank. According to preliminary DCI findings, efforts were made to withhold evidence, suppress reports, and delay disclosure to authorities. Certain internal memos and transaction logs were allegedly altered or erased in an attempt to downplay the gravity of the situation. Such claims have intensified scrutiny on the bank's leadership, with observers warning that failure to uphold transparency could damage public trust, not just in Equity Bank, but across the financial system. Legal and financial ramifications. The case has already reached the Milimani Chief Magistrate's Court, where hearings are underway. Several suspects have been arrested, while others remain under investigation. If found guilty, they could face charges ranging from theft and fraud to obstruction of justice and conspiracy. For Equity Bank, the consequences go beyond courtroom proceedings. The financial institution now faces reputational damage, possible regulatory penalties, and renewed calls from shareholders and watchdogs to strengthen its risk management systems. Implications for Kenya's banking sector. The Equity Bank heist has reignited debate over insider threats in financial institutions. Analysts warn that the incident exposes systemic weaknesses that, if left unchecked, could invite similar breaches at other banks. The most disturbing part of this story is not the amount stolen, but how easily internal systems were compromised, said a Nairobi-based financial risk consultant. This calls for deeper audits and reforms, not just at Equity but across the board. What happens next? Investigations are still ongoing, with more arrests expected. The DCI has pledged to leave no stone unturned, promising full accountability for all involved, regardless of position or affiliation. Meanwhile, Equity Bank has issued a brief statement assuring clients that their funds are secure and that all necessary steps are being taken to support the probe.